Hey YouTube, Zealous Talon here, and we are going to take a look at a really big thing today. This is the Legacy Saba the Talking Tiger Saber, to give it its full proper title. This is, as you can tell from the box, this is huge. It's enormous. Got the White Ranger down there. And again on the side, which I can't even turn it to the side because this thing takes up so much room. It's a massive box. But worth noting is on the top there you get all 6 of the Rangers, but you have Tommy as the White Ranger instead of the Green Ranger. So that's a thing because, you know, they gotta have it make sense, right? So here's Saba. He's huge. He's huge, and I can't really figure out how to set it. There we go. There's a nice way to set him. Alright, yeah. This thing is freaking big and heavy. And really heavy. Because this, and basically the cross guard, and then this ring down here, and both sides, the tiger coin on both sides of the cross guard, as well as this giant helmet piece on the pommel over Saba's actual head. That's all die-cast metal. And then you have the batteries are in the handle. Battery compartment is accessed by pushing that tiny little round button, and that'll pop out the panel here. So it's probably the most noticeable battery cover of any of the roleplay weapons because you do have that break in the sculpt, where it's, you know, the white. So it's the most conspicuous, and yet they still did their best to hide it. I appreciate that. But yeah, this thing is really, really back heavy, because the blade section is entirely plastic. And then you can take it from its compact mode to fully extended by sliding out on the blade. This area of it is textured and washed, so it stands out nice. But yeah, when fully extended, this item is freaking gigantic. It is a huge sword. And I'm not sure if it's 1-to-1, but, you know, they could just say it is, and I would believe them. Just for comparison, here's the Dragon Dagger, and it's yeah, it's end to end. It's not even close. This is probably a good, almost foot is fully extended. Wow, words failing. Fully extended. It's the better part of a foot longer than the Dragon Dagger. I haven't measured it fully because I don't really keep measuring equipment handy, but it's big. It's big. So we're gonna collapse the blade because this thing is big, and we don't really need to swing it at anybody right now. Right now being the operative phrase. So to turn it on, we have a little black switch here on the back. And when we turn it on, Saba roars and his eyes light up, which is really nifty. Now, to get the sword noises, we have 2 buttons here on the front of the grip. We have one here and one here, so that you can hold it like a sword and access this button, or the way we're going to do it, because that will allow us to show off Saba's head, because this is literally the only way I can really reasonably get him on camera. This button lets you hold it upside down and get the same noises. I pushed the wrong button. There's 2 more buttons back here. This one here on the left side does the roaring that you just saw, and then phrases are activated with the right button. But this one here, again, I tap the button. Here, I'm gonna flip this over because this is difficult, more difficult than I thought. But okay, so Saba's eyes light up every time you push these front buttons that do the sword noises. Now, if you spam the button, it will loop the sound. But once his eyes dim, you can move on to the next sound. So it's not randomized in any way. It cycles through 3 sounds, but you can spam them if you press the button fast enough. So there's your clash, and there's your stabby. Like that. And it just cycles. So that's nifty. Another nice detail is like the Dragon Dagger, which I kind of neglected to show off in its actual review, but they covered up like all of the screw holes. Like all the screw holes on this side are like totally hidden. And I'm going to turn you off because I keep pressing buttons. And we'll go over the phrases here in a second, but like right there, I mean, you can still tell there's stuff there, but it's better looking than if there were actual screw holes sticking out everywhere. So much appreciated. I mean, it's much less noticeable on the Dragon Dagger because that's all like black plastic. So you don't really see like the breaks in the sculpt, you know, with that. So on to business. Turning this back on. So Saba's phrases include,
activate the tiger sword.
And I love how the jaw moves. Like, the motor is a little bit louder than I would like. It's almost a little obnoxious, but I love it. I love it still. I love it.
White tiger sword. Tiger mode. Battle ready now. Oh, that was most impressive. I'm having difficulty getting through to the Red Ranger. I think you need a bit more power. I'll take care of him.
And I believe that's the last one before he cycles back to activate the Tiger Zord.
Activate the tiger sword.
Yep. And the thing is if you go to like a slash noise between your phrases, he'll still remember where he's at.
White tiger sword. Tiger mode. Battle ready now.
Or if he roars,
Oh, that was most impressive.
he'll still remember where he's at, which is nice. The only way to really like reset the pattern back to the beginning without cycling through is to turn it off and on again. So, and then if you hold either of these two buttons, either of them, and yeah, it doesn't work with the sword buttons, but if you hold either of these, either the left or right button, oh yeah, it's our favorite. Literally, like every legacy item that does sounds does this. It's great. And this being a weapon, we do get the lyrics version. I'll let it play just long enough for you to all hear that. And then you have to tap one of those buttons again to cancel out of it. So, yeah, this is, and then I'm gonna turn it off because, again, showing it off and buttons everywhere getting pressed. But the paintwork on this is just amazing. I already showed off the texture in the wash here, but even here on the other part of the blade, you have texturing and a little bit of washing there on the gold. Just panel lining all throughout this, which really actually is a really good touch with something with as much white as this has. It really helps to bring it out. I love the weathering on the tiger part of it. Get all your lines picked out on the grip. And then Saba's head itself is just really, really well done. With the wash really helping to bring out all the detail. And you have the gold and black paint and some gray paint to accent the stripes and the red eyes and just gold down there. It's an incredibly, incredibly impressive piece. I really, really do like Saba. I like the Dragon Dagger more, but I really do like Saba as well. He's just heavy as shit, so it's kind of hard to show off during a review. This was $100 when it came out because it's massive, and I think that is an absolutely fair price for what you're getting, especially in the context of the other legacy items. I mean, if you really think about it, like, I mean, there's like, I mean, replica swords that are like all metal, like the cheap, shitty ass made ones. Yeah, you can get like 2 of those for the price of this, but this is like, licensed, and it's actually like well made. This is prop quality right here, and it's just like it's amazing. Like it's just like the Legacy line just really just continues to astound me. And then again, like we'll just set the Dragon Dagger next to it as a size comparison, but like I mean you can see how big Saba is, like, and if the Dragon Dagger was 80, it's more than fair 100 for this. And it's just great. This is just a great addition to your collection, especially if you're a White Ranger fan, like some people I know. Just absolutely worth getting if you can still get it. I don't think this was as in demand as the Dragon Dagger was, so you might still be able to get it. I haven't really been looking because I already have mine. So, happy hunting if you're into this. Highly recommended. This has been Zosal with Legacy Saba.